To our top story that's defining the news agenda, a huge political storm has now erupted after Hanuman Chalisa Rao in Maharashtra. NCP leader has written to Home Minister Amit Shah seeking permission to read namaz and Hanuman Chalisa outside Prime Minister Modi's residence. NCP party worker Fahmida Hassan has written a letter to Home Minister Shah requesting him to allow reciting Hanuman Chalisa and other religious prayers outside Prime Minister's residence. Meanwhile, Maharashtra Minister Vadetivar abused the Rana couple for their demand to recite Hanuman Chalisa outside Chief Minister Uddhav's residence. Maharashtra Minister also said that the couple is trying to disrupt peace and create law and order situation. BJP delegation has reached New Delhi and met the Union Home Secretary in connection to the alleged attack on party leader Kirit Somaiya, which left him bleeding. BJP leader Kirit Somaiya had accused Shiv Sena of attempting to kill him in the presence of police personnel on Saturday. So that's the latest coming in as far as the Hanuman Chalisa face-off is concerned. It seems to be a tit-for-tat situation as far as NCP is concerned, writing to the Home Minister Amit Shah to do exactly what the Ranas did outside Uddhav Thackeray's residence. They eventually got arrested for it. So now they want to recite Hanuman Chalisa and namaz outside Prime Minister Narendra Modi's residence as well. So the NCP leader has written to the Home Minister Amit Shah. This is politics speaking as far as the Hanuman Chalisa Rao is concerned in Maharashtra. Fahmida Hassan is the NCP party worker who's written to Home Minister Amit Shah requesting to allow reciting Hanuman Chalisa and other religious prayers outside Prime Minister Modi's residence. Divyesh is now joining us live. Divyesh, seems like the NCP is trying to make a point here.
Well, Chati, this seems to be a retaliation from members of the Maha Vikas Aghadi government. NCP is a member of Maha Vikas Aghadi in Maharashtra, and Fahmida Hassan, who has written to the Home Minister seeking permission to recite Hanuman Chalisa and other religious prayers near the residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has been sought after the issue that happened in Maharashtra yesterday and day before. Navneet Rana and Ravi Rana, independent lawmakers from Amravati in Maharashtra, had said that they wanted to recite Hanuman Chalisa at the residence of Uddhav Thackeray, CM of Maharashtra. They were arrested on Saturday evening. They remain behind bars. They've been booked for creating enmity between groups, and also charges of sedition have been applied against them. And after that, now Fahmida Hassan has written to Home Minister Amit Shah seeking permission to recite Hanuman Chalisa and other religious prayers at the residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So this looks like a retaliation. This looks like an effort to retaliate the actions of Ravi Rana, Navneet Rana, and also the call given by MNS Chief Raj Thackeray.
Okay.
Now,
right. May I request you to hold on? May I request you to hold on? There's some breaking news coming in. Divyesh, be with us right there. Let's go straight across to the breaking news that's coming in. There's breaking news coming in. Shiv Sena has launched a big attack on Rana couple who wanted to chant Hanuman Chalisa outside Uddhav Thackeray's Matushri residence. Sanjay Raut has tweeted a purported probe report by Mumbai police that claimed that the Ranas used fake documents to obtain caste certificate. That's the latest coming in. Divyesh is still with us. Divyesh, what is this allegation by Sanjay Raut now adding fuel to the entire fire of the dangle that is already breaking out in Maharashtra over this entire Hanuman Chalisa row?
Well, this allegation that has been made, there were issues regarding the caste certificate of the Rana couple, and there had been litigations against that as well earlier a few years ago. But after that, it was resolved, and now it has been again brought up by Shiv Sena members, Shiv Sena leaders amidst the row regarding Hanuman Chalisa, amidst their arrest that happened at Khar police station on Saturday evening. They remain in judicial custody as of now. They've also sought that the caste certificates need to be probed. Caste certificates which were used to contest elections need to be probed, and further action should be taken against them. That is what is being sought by Shiv Sena leaders. Chati.
All right, thanks Divyesh for joining us with the details right there. Huge setback for Rana couple. A Mumbai court has sent them to judicial remand till 6th of May. The police has charged the couple with sedition. The MLA-MP duo have been sent to different jails by the court. MLA Ravi Rana has been sent to Arthur Road Jail, while MP Navneet Rana has been sent to Baikala Women's Jail till the hearing of their bail plea. As per Special Public Prosecutor Pradeep Kharad, the court declined an urgent hearing to the bail application. It will now only come up on Friday. Their lawyer, Rizwan Merchant, termed the police case as fake and said that certain charges were added later under pressure. He termed all the charges against them as baseless since the couple had not flouted the laws as contended. BJP called the arrest illegal. Meanwhile, Shiv Sena mouthpiece Samna has called the protests a BJP staged drama.
The political storm in Maharashtra over Hanuman Chalisa does not seem to be ending anytime soon. On Sunday, the Rana couple, who wanted to recite Hanuman Chalisa at the residence of Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, was sent to jail for 14 days by a Bandra court. The Uddhav government slapped sedition charge against the lawmaker couple, accusing them of taking on the state machinery. The Ranas accused the Uddhav government of trying to stall their Hanuman Chalisa chanting and framing them with fake charges.
हनुमान चालीसा मनासाठी जर खोटे गुन्हे दाखल करत असाल आमच्यावर हमारे ऊपर झूठे ऑफेंस दाखल किया मुख्यमंत्री ने हनुमान चालीसा का नाम लिया बजरंगबली का नाम लिया श्री राम का नाम लिया.
While the bail hearing for the Ranas has been deferred till 29th April, their lawyer called the case bogus.
इन्होंने जो हेट और डिसलाइक जो गवर्नमेंट के खिलाफ जो चीफ मिनिस्टर है उनके खिलाफ उन्होंने जो ये किया गवर्नमेंट मशीनरी को जो चैलेंज किया है उसकी तहत से इसको 124 लगाया.
This entire case is a bogus case. They have a very strong feeling that they are standing on loose ground. They are standing on loose ground. They know there is a possibility of release on bail. Therefore, they are prepared for a second FIR.
The Ranas, who are independent lawmakers from Amaravati, were taken for a medical checkup before being sent to prison. Back in their constituency, party workers performed a havan for this couple. The Bharatiya Janata Party has rallied behind the Ranas, calling Uddhav government's action a political vendetta.
मुझे तो लगता है कि महाराष्ट्र की सरकार एक महिला से इतनी डरी कि उनको लोग जमा करके उनके ऊपर हमला करने की नौबत आई. इससे शर्मनाक बात क्या हो सकती है?
The war of words escalated when BJP leaders Kirit Somaya and Mohit Kamboj alleged attacks by the Shiv Sena workers.
प्रवक्ता वो नेता की भाषा बोलता है, वो संजय राउत नहीं बोलते. उद्धव ठाकरे जो कहते हैं वो बोलते हैं. तो मुख्यमंत्री ये कहता है हम 20 फुट का गड्ढा करेंगे और उसमें विरोधकों को गाड़ देंगे जिंदा. ये मुख्यमंत्री और उनकी माफिया सेना की भाषा है.
किरीट सोमया अगर ज्यादा बोलेगा तो उनके मुंह में मैं कागज डाल दूंगा.
The Ranas had drawn the ire of the Shiv Senics after taking on the Uddhav government over Hanuman Chalisa recital. A group of angry Shiv Senics tried to target the Rana household in Mumbai. The high-voltage Hanuman Chalisa fight getting shriller by the day. With Pankaj and Dev Kotak, Bureau Report, India Today.
Amidst the ongoing Azan and Hanuman Chalisa row in Maharashtra, the Maha Vikas Aghadi government has called for an all-party meeting on loudspeakers. MNS Chief Raj Thackeray will not participate in the meeting called by the state government today. On behalf of the MNS, Bala Nandgaonkar, Nitin Sardesai and Sandeep Deshpande will attend this meeting. The meeting has been called for by the State Home Minister Dilip Walse Patil to discuss the issue of loudspeakers at religious places and to ensure that there are no law and order issues in the state. The city cops arrested 10 more Shiv Sena workers, taking the total count to 16, who will be produced in court today. It is ruling Maha Vikas Aghadi government versus the family of legendary singer and Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar. Jitendra Awad, the housing minister of Maharashtra and NCP leader, has slammed the family of Nightingale of India, accusing it of giving a cold shoulder to Chief Minister Thackeray. Awad claimed that Mangeshkar family deliberately avoided mentioning Chief Minister Uddhav's name on the invitation letter of Lata Mangeshkar award ceremony. The Prime Minister Modi was conferred the first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award last evening in a ceremony where Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray was conspicuous by absence. The Maha Aghadi minister has said that Lata Mangeshkar family has heard the sentiments of 12 crore Marathi people.
शायद जानते ही होंगे.
Police have arrested AIM Hubballi city chief Dada Peer Bedgeri in connection with violence that broke out in Karnataka's Hubballi on 16th April. Bedgeri is the fourth AIMIM leader to be arrested in the case. The police have arrested a total of 146 people so far. Meanwhile, Section 144 has been withdrawn in the area. It was imposed in many areas after violence broke out earlier this month. On 16th of April, a crowd gathered outside Old Town Police Station in Hubballi to demand strict action after a controversial social media post about a mosque went viral. Soon, violence broke out and stone pelting began. In the ensuing chaos, a few police officers were injured. The state government has now said that stringent action is going to be taken against the accused. After hijab, halal and azan, Bible row has erupted in Karnataka's Bengaluru. This controversy started over school's undertaking. Clarence High School in Bengaluru has taken an undertaking from parents that they would not object to their wards carrying the holy book onto the premises. Hindu Jana Jagruti Samiti questioned the order, claimed that the school is forcing non-Christian students to read the Bible. The group also claimed that there are also non-Christian students who are studying in the school and are forcefully being made to learn the Bible. The right-wing group called it a violation of right to practice religion by the school.
बेंगलोर के रिचर्ड रोड में जो क्लैरेंस हाई स्कूल है, यहाँ जो बच्चे एडमिशन लेते हैं उनके लिए बाइबल कैरी करना, बाइबल पढ़ना, बाइबल शिक्षण कंपलसरी बनाया है. ये जो उन्होंने डिक्लेरेशन एडमिशन लेते समय डिक्लेरेशन किया है, ये जो नॉन क्रिश्चियन स्टूडेंट वहाँ बच्चे पढ़ते हैं उनके लिए ज़बरदस्ती एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी का शिक्षा लेना, बाइबल पढ़ना, बाइबल सीखना, बाइबल कैरी करना, उनके ऊपर धार्मिक राइट्स का हरण का
Jailed Yes Bank co-founder Rana Kapoor has made some startling accusations against the Gandhi family. Rana Kapoor alleged that he was forced to buy a Maqbool Fiza Hussain painting of Rajiv Gandhi from Priyanka for a price of 2 crore rupees. BJP targeted the Congress over the allegations and said that the Grand Old Party extorted money from the businessmen during their rule. Here is the complete report coming in.
A timeless painting of late former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi by the legendary M.F. Hussain at the center of a raging political war. After an explosive admission by Yes Bank founder Rana Kapoor, who told the ED that he was forced to buy the painting for 2 crore rupees from Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. After allegedly being coerced and convinced by the Congress leader Murli Deora, who offered a relationship with the powerful Gandhi family. Kapoor also claimed that Sonia Gandhi's confidant, late Ahmed Patel, assured him that he would be seriously considered for the Padma Bhushan award for supporting the Gandhi family. Deora's son Milind had later allegedly told Rana Kapoor that the sum of the 2 crore rupees went toward Congress chief Sonia Gandhi's treatment in New York. Rana Kapoor is presently in prison after arrest in a 5,000 crore rupees money laundering case. The allegations gave fuel to the BJP to target the Congress. BJP alleged that the Gandhis were running an extortion racket. The BJP even shared what it claimed was a letter by Priyanka Gandhi acknowledging the payment by Rana Kapoor.
It is quite evident from Rana Kapoor's statement that the Gandhi family and the Congress was extorting money from businessmen for their personal use. They were also selling the highest civilian award of this country to anybody who was willing to bid for it, or to those who were doing their bidding for the Gandhi family and the Congress party.
Somebody makes a critical comment.
The Congress is on the back foot, but questioned Rana Kapoor's intentions and slammed the dragging of its dead leaders into this controversy.
A person who is behind bars for years, whose 20-30 bail applications have been rejected, who is called a crook and a fraudster, makes allegations about dead people, and the government is jumping with joy only because it suits their political angle. They want to keep the pot boiling for 2022 regarding a transaction of 2010, when neither Murli Devra is here to deny it, nor Ahmed Patel sadly is here to deny it.
The allegations have raised several questions. Was the Congress party really extorting money from the businessmen? Can Rana Kapoor's claim be trusted, as he himself isn't accused of siphoning of funds? Bureau Report, India Today.
Almost a year after West Bengal post-poll violence, the aftermath of events continue to affect the BJP workers who fled home fearing TMC members' assault. 303 BJP workers who left homes and went to Assam are afraid to go back. Here's a report coming in.
It has been almost a year since Mamata Banerjee stormed back to power in Bengal, and the state witnessed a spate of massive post-poll violence, with allegations of murder and rape of BJP workers and their families, who dared to take on the ruling Trinamool Congress. Hundreds of opposition workers had then fled their homes, many of who continued to be haunted by the post-poll violence and a reign of fear. As many as 303 BJP workers who fled the violence are still fearful of returning home. The reason for fear is an assault by the TMC cadres. Subhol, who is in hiding, still shudders reminiscing about the attacks.
जब चुनाव हो रहा है विधानसभा का तो शाम को 5:30 बजे मेरा घर के सामने बॉम्बिंग हो रहा है। मतलब जो आपका खुद का घर है? हाँ, जो मेरा खुद का घर है। तो इसलिए हम उस दिन चला आया है, लेकिन इसलिए चला आया है कि कुछ महीने आगे मेरा नाम पे फॉल्स केस दे के मेरा जेल भेज दिया, इसलिए हम इधर चले आए।
The scar of the post-poll violence when TMC workers went on a rampage is still fresh for many. Fearing for their lives, a large number of BJP workers left their homes and fled to neighboring Assam. Former army clerical officer and a BJP leader Shantanu Sarkar of North 24 Parganas, Kakinada, was amongst the ones who fled this home.
वो घर इसलिए छोड़ा क्योंकि इन लोग जब रिजल्ट कंप्लीट निकले भी नहीं, इनके फॉर्म में रिजल्ट दिखाई दे रहा था, उसी टाइम इन्होंने 2-1 जगह इंसिडेंट करना शुरू कर दिया, जैसे मारना। परिस्थिति ऐसे हो रहा था। हमने अंदेशा उसको करते हुए, हमने उसको भापते हुए, तो हम लोगों ने बोला अभी मूव करना, क्योंकि कानपुर में सबसे बड़ा टारगेट मैं ही था।
The BJP has now sought legal help for its workers, saying homes of 4,000 of its workers were ransacked.
So all those facts I have brought before the court, and I have prayed for a constitution of a 2-member committee, where one from the National Human Rights Commission and the other, whatever the court deems fit, should be made to find out the reality behind whatever affidavits I am placing before the Honourable Court.
The Calcutta High Court has constituted a 3-member committee to probe the charges.
The High Court has formed a 3-member committee to inquire how factuous these reports are, and these people need to be sent back. Now, we spoke to a few of them who claimed that they look forward to go back to their houses which they have left due to political fear a year back, and they are hopeful that someday sooner they will visit their houses and stay just like they used to before the results on 2nd of May 2021. With camera person Shamchandra Ghosh, this is Suryagni Roy for India Today.
The Indian archery team ended the Archery World Cup Stage 1 campaign with 2 gold medals. The recurve mixed team of Tarandeep Rai and Riddhi Kaur twice came from behind to win their maiden gold medal. 38-year-old Rai and 17-year-old Riddhi sealed the top spot with 2 nines in the shoot-off against the Great Britain duo of Bryony Pittman and Alex Wise, who shot 9 and 8 respectively. Before the recurve mixed team goal, the men's compound team of Abhishek Verma, Rajat Chauhan and Aman Saini had piped the French team in a thrilling finale. In a big blow to the Congress party, which has been trying to woo poll strategist Prashant Kishore for a while now, Telangana Rashtra Samiti has signed an agreement with the Indian Political Action Committee, also known as the IPAC, which is Prashant Kishore's outfit, for helping the party in the upcoming 2023 Assembly polls. IPAC finalized its contract for the 2023 Assembly elections with K. Chandrasekhar Rao's TRS, the Congress's main opponent in Telangana. TRS Working President K.T. Rama Rao has confirmed on Sunday that the TRS is working with the IPAC. This is coming amidst discussions with the Congress leadership and indications that election strategist Prashant Kishore could perhaps join the Congress party. Taking a swipe at Kishore, AICC Telangana in charge took to Twitter where he said, and I quote, "Never trust someone who is friends with your enemy," unquote. Kishore was in Hyderabad Saturday and Sunday, a day after he had a one-to-one meeting with Congress President Sonia Gandhi, holding marathon meetings with Rao and the TRS leadership. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is on a 2-day visit to Delhi from today. He's going to be visiting schools and hospitals both, in a bid to revamp the existing health and education infrastructure across the state. The Punjab Chief Minister Mann, along with Delhi Chief Minister Kejriwal, will undertake a whirlwind tour of the premier health institutes and schools here in the national capital today. Both of them are going to be accompanied by a battery of senior officers from Education and Health Department. This visit is aimed at sprucing up health and education infrastructure of Punjab by replicating the Delhi model. Both the chief ministers will visit Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Excellence at Kalkaji, followed by Mohalla clinics at Greater Kailash, Chirag Enclave. Mann and Kejriwal will also inspect the Rajiv Gandhi Hospital at Dilshad Garden. During this particular visit, few MOUs, which is Memorandum of Undertakings, with the Delhi government are going to be signed for imparting quality health and education facilities in Punjab, and they're all going to be inked in the presence of both the chief ministers. Kerala Minister Sivan Kutty and Aam Aadmi Party MLA Atishi Marlina sparred over the visit of officials from Kerala to a Delhi school, with Sivan Kutty saying the state had not sent anyone to learn about Delhi's education model. Aam Aadmi Party MLA Atishi Marlena asked the minister to focus on facts. Here's a report.
Yet another political altercation and a raging row over the so-called Delhi education model. It's Aam Aadmi Party versus the Kerala government, with the BJP jumping in to take pot shots. A massive political row has erupted after Aam Aadmi Party MLA Atishi claimed that the government officials from Kerala visited Delhi schools to learn about AAP's education model. It was seen as yet another bid by Arvind Kejriwal government to showcase his Delhi model, by claiming that Kerala, the most literate state of India, trying to emulate the model. But the Aam Aadmi Party claim fell flat really soon, with the Kerala Education Minister debunking the claims of the AAP MLA. Minister V. Sivan Kutty clarified that no officials were sent to Delhi by the Kerala government. Mocking Atishi, Sivan Kutty said that his state had in fact hosted several Delhi officials last month who visited to study the Kerala model. He even asked the Aam Aadmi Party government to clarify which officials it had welcomed.
പൊതുവിദ്യാഭ്യാസ വകുപ്പ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഡെലിഗേഷനെ കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് വിട്ടിട്ടില്ല എന്ന് മാത്രമേ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ മന്ത്രി എന്നുള്ള നിലയിൽ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളൂ. ഡൽഹിയിലെ വിദ്യാഭ്യാസ പ്രവർത്തനവും നയത്തോടൊന്നും ഒരു മതിപ്പോടും കേരള ഗവൺമെൻറ്റിന് ഇല്ല. നല്ല നിലയിൽ പോകുന്നു എന്ന് തന്നെയാണ് അഭിപ്രായം. അതിനെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം ആഴത്തുള്ള പഠനമൊന്നും കേരള ഗവൺമെൻറ് നടത്തിയിട്ടില്ല.
The BJP jumped into the fray, mocking the Aam Aadmi Party, calling the claim trip as false as Kejriwal's Delhi education model. Facing an all-round flak, AAP MLA Atushi said that Kerala officials who visited the Delhi school included Victor T.I., Regional Secretary of CBSE School Management Body, and N. Dinesh Babu, Confederation of Kerala Sahoday Complexes and others.
हमने स्पष्ट तौर पे कहा है कि केरला की जो सीबीएसई स्कूल्स की मैनेजमेंट है उसके अधिकारी आए. तो मेरा केरला के शिक्षा मंत्री जी से आग्रह रहेगा कि ट्विटर पे जाने में इतनी जल्दी में ना रहें, कृपया करके फैक्ट्स चेक कर लें, फिर भी कोई बात नहीं.
The controversy casting shadow of Aam Aadmi Party government's functioning comes ahead of a much publicized visit by Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, who is visiting Delhi schools on Monday. Bureau Report, India Today.
The gruesome murder of 5 members of a family in UP's Prayagraj, has shocked the entire nation. Cops have now registered an FIR and a probe is currently underway. But cops are clueless about the motive and the perpetrators. Meanwhile, the opposition has targeted Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath over the law and order situation in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Here is a complete report.
A horrific mass murder that has rocked Prayagraj. 5 members of one family, including 3 women and a 2-year-old girl child, brutally hacked to death. Attacked on their head with sharp weapons. Throats slit open and then the bodies charred. Remains then hung on the noose. The crime scene narrates the horror that unfolded. Cops have registered an FIR and an investigation is underway. But the cops are clueless about the motive and the perpetrators. Police have not confirmed if the women were raped before being killed. Bodies have now been sent for post-mortem and the samples are being collected.
मौके पे जो परीक्षण किया गया है उससे सर पे या तो किसी ब्लंट ऑब्जेक्ट से या धारदार हथियार से चोट की बात है. पोस्टमार्टम एक पैनल के द्वारा और वीडियोग्राफी करा के महिला डॉक्टर के साथ कराया जाएगा. अभी घर वालों ने एक तहरीर दी है और घर वालों की तहरीर पे मुकदमा कायम किया जा रहा है और फिर आगे की कार्रवाई की जाएगी.
Dog squads have been deployed and a manhunt is on to nab these criminals. However, family of the deceased allege that the cops took the bodies forcibly.
अगर 24 घंटा के अंदर सच्चा कातिल का पता नहीं चला तो हम परिवार सहित यहाँ पर आत्महत्या कर लेंगे. इसका जिम्मेदार उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार और हमारे डीएम साहब होंगे.
The gruesome crime has now raked a huge political storm in the state. Opposition is targeting the Yogi Adityanath government over law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh and the growing crimes in the state.
इलाहाबाद में 5 लोगों की हत्या हो गई हो और पुलिस सो रही है. जो लोग कानून व्यवस्था के नाम पर सरकार में आए हों उन्हें जवाब देना चाहिए कि आखिरकार एक ही परिवार के इतने सदस्यों की हत्या कैसे हो गई.
उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार यहाँ पे जाति धर्म की राजनीति और मार्केटिंग इवेंट में बिजी है. अपराधी सरेआम घूम रहे हैं. यहाँ पे लगातार हत्याएं होती चली जा रही हैं. प्रयागराज में एक बार नहीं 2-2 बार घटनाएं घटी हैं और एक-एक परिवार के 5-5 लोगों की हत्याएं हुई हैं और सरकार हाथ में हाथ रख के बैठी रहती है. मैं तो सरकार से कहूँ हाथ जोड़ के प्रभु उत्तर प्रदेश में अपराध रोकिए.
तो पहले तो इस जो दुर्घटना हुई है तो इसका खुलासा होना चाहिए और कोई भी निष्पक्ष संस्था से इसकी जांच कराई जाए और तुरंत जो घटना करने वाले अपराधी हैं तुरंत पकड़े जाएं और उसे कड़ी से कड़ी सजा दी जाए.
Is it Yogi Raj or is it Gunda Raj? That is the question we put.
And where are the people? Where are the leaders of Bharatiya Janata Party? Be it in the national level or be it in the state level. What are they doing? Have they gone in silent zone?
Meanwhile, the BJP government has pledged to deliver justice to the family of the deceased.
बड़ी निर्मम और बहुत बर्बर घटना है। मैं इस घटना के जो भी दोषी हैं पूरा भरोसा दिलाता हूं कि उनको खोज निकाला जाएगा और उनके खिलाफ कठोर से कठोर कार्रवाई की जाएगी। परिवार को सांत्वना देता हूं और हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे, परिवार से मिलेंगे भी और इसका खुलासा भी होगा और इसके जो भी दोषी होंगे उनको बख्शा नहीं जाएगा।
Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress even sent a fact-finding team to Prayagraj to meet the kin of the deceased and find facts in the case to corner the UP government.
पिछले 2 महीना के अंदर 4-5 जगह पे गंगा पार यही काम हुआ, यही हादसा हो रहा है, लेकिन पुलिस वाले चुप क्यों है, क्यों ठीक से जांच नहीं हो रहा है, ये पूछना चाहते हैं।
The Prayagraj killings are second such murder reported in Uttar Pradesh in 1 week, raising questions over the law and order situation in Bulldozer Baba's Raj. Bureau Report, India Today.